Hi again, this is Doug Williams with Collector's Dream Cars Las Vegas and bringing you another incredible vehicle. Well, I love these Jeep Grand Wagoneers because this is the second one I've had, but this one's really special to us. We did a full restoration on this one on the exterior and on the wood and the wheels, of course, and quite a few other things. So it's got a lot of story to tell you about, which is pretty cool. We're looking at a 1986 Jeep Grand Wagoneer, and this is a fully loaded out, which pretty much most of them were. They're like basically the Bentley of Jeeps at the time. Pretty much everything that you can imagine these things had. And this one is very beautiful. It's a rust-free car that we bought out of the Utah area. And rust-free from top to bottom. When you look at the pictures underneath the car, you can see how incredible it is underneath there. The engine, of course, is a 5.7 liter 360 motor in there. All originals of the car. And we've done a lot of nice work on this vehicle. To go over it a little bit, we started out by removing the grille and removing the bumpers and having those polished out brand new and refinished the way they look if they came out of the factory. We also took this thing down and did a full body repaint on it, removing the wood sides, putting the new wood panels on. Then we took the wheels out, had them refinished and repolished out. Of course, the tires are pretty doggone new on it. There's probably not 1,000 miles on those. The paint, brand spanking new, done very nicely. Very nice mirror finish on it. And you see how nice the grille turned out. How beautiful the bumpers turned out. All the lights work, fog lights work. This truck is in nice condition. Look down the side, you can see how nice and reflective that brand new wood siding is on it. The trim around the side, we did not replace it because it was in great shape. But refinished the center caps with new paint on them. Top to bottom, redid the wood even on those rails up top. The glass is pretty good on the car. There's just a couple minor chips in there. We'll show you those. But you walk around this truck and it is in excellent condition. On the driver's side of this truck, we also, by the way, re-polished that whole rear bumper as well. That's been completely polished out. And back window, of course, goes down and all that kind of stuff, which is really great. You'll notice in our pictures that at one point in time, this original owner had had a blowout and it bent up the bottom portion of the rear quarter there. So we actually replaced that with a new metal. And I'll tell you, you'd be hard pressed to see the workmanship there. It looks like it was done from the factory. Even when you look underneath the vehicle, you'll see close-up pictures of that, and it's perfectly done, seam welded. It wasn't just patched over top or bondoed or anything like that. It was done the way it should be done. So you'll be quite impressed with that. In the back of the vehicle, we did replace the carpet in the rear, and you'll see that in the pictures. The floor carpet and the rear tailgate carpet back there as well. So if you look inside, you can see that. That was all replaced. All the rest of the carpet is original. Headliner's in great shape. Interior's in great shape. Fantastic shape, in fact. Door panels and all that are absolutely beautiful. The leather's in excellent original condition. This car only has 109,000 miles on it, and you'll see in the pictures as you go through these things that there's no rust anywhere on this car, top to bottom, which is really nice. And again, the paint finish is absolutely beautiful. Four-wheel drive works. That's actually how we got up this great big little mountain here. We took a nice little ride up here to get it up on the bluff up here. So let's take this thing for a ride. We'll show you how this thing performs, because she just performs beautiful. So let's take it for a spin. Inside you can see the door panels. Driver's side are excellent. Power seats, all the power seat functions work. See that there? You can hear that working. We actually replaced two of the seat buckles in the rear because they had been broken. We replaced the air conditioning compressor on this car and fixed the module since the AC wasn't working properly. You see there it has 109,340 miles. Starts right up. The dash is beautiful. The headliner is beautiful. All the power windows work on it. And the air blows ice cold, the way it should. The only thing that we found that isn't working properly, we'll look into it and see if we can find a fix for it, but the cruise control seems to be inoperative. Let's take this thing for a ride. Down this hill. Just a switch of a lever for the four-wheel drive. It's a pretty good operation. She's a Jeep. She can go off-road. Has great clearance. And I don't know if a lot of people took these things off-road because they were really a luxury SUV for its day. Back in '86, there really wasn't anything out there on the market whatsoever that was a SUV that was also luxury, and this one spelled it out. And I think that's why they've reached a great popularity in today, because everybody wanted one back when they came out. And this talk about the mechanical experiences of this. The owner that we bought it from was an aging gentleman that was going to do all the stuff that we did to it, but what happened is his wife got ill and he had to sell the car, and we bought it and finished it out. And we actually sent him a whole picture file, the ones that you're seeing, as to what we did to finish it, and he was so excited to see that. But it's kind of the enthusiasts in us that do that. But he had done quite a bit of work on this thing. If you read the notes in the auction, he had gone out and done about $7,000 worth of general maintenance on the thing, including a rebuilt transmission that he did on this vehicle. Took care of all the leaks, seals and gaskets and things like that. So that's all been done. Brand new tires, and again, you'll see a lot of lists. He had actually purchased the wood siding, and a lot of all the rubber seals in the doors and windows. All those have been replaced. We did all those because he had bought all the components to be able to do that. So we went ahead and did that. So this car is a really nice restored piece. It drives as good as it looks, and we hope you enjoy this car when you get it, because it's going to be probably one of the nicest looking ones out there. And having it be in the silver with the burgundy inside and the wood outside, that's just a great combination that you don't see too often. 360 performs flawlessly. Brakes are all brand new all the way around. Seals on the brakes and everything were also done. All your gauges work, clocks work, even your visor lights work. This car's a smooth ride, doesn't overheat at all. Steering's perfect on it. It's a super nice truck. Turns on a dime too, which is pretty cool. No cracks in the dash, no tears in the upholstery. Brand new seals everywhere. It's about as nice as she gets, and low mileage. A lot of these are creeping up into the high hundreds and above, and this one is at 109. Is pretty low mileage unit, which is pretty great. So if you have any questions about this vehicle, give us a holler at 702-353-7500. My name is Doug Williams. I'd be happy to make you a deal. If you have questions like what's the reserve, please don't ask me that question. My reserve doesn't matter, high or low, it doesn't matter. I sell to people who call and make deals with me, and that's how it happens, is usually a phone call. You don't have to wait to the end of the auction. If you want to call me and make the deal, just call me and let's make the deal. You'll be very happy with your service you get from Collector's Dream Cars here in Boulder City. Talk to you soon.